Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 1st to the 15th, 2025 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com or daneharttarot.com. They're listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Leo, let us see what the tarot has to say, what's going on during this time in our Leo time frame. So let's see here, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Ooh, okay, this one here. Yeah. And one bonus card. There we go. Well done. I love how everything just came out. It was like my voice needs to be heard. That's it. Spirit's taking over. So let's see here. Okay, give me a moment just to focus and settle in. Okay. Now, at the center of it all for the first half of August is the Knight of Wands. So we are going to be very active moving forward. We have really clear goals. We're determined. We're fiery. We're focused. The Knight of Wands also, okay, so I have a bit of issue with the knights that are looking backwards because the knights move forward. But here you're going to be looking towards the past, and you might be a little bit too past oriented. So just be mindful about that during this time. Don't compare yourself to the past. Don't bring up things from the past that didn't go right or anything like that. You're going to want to, just don't do that to yourself, because it's just going to be, it's not going to be kind, and it's not going to be you moving forward the way that you really want to. It moves us then to the challenge, and this is the King of Wands. So I like this. You're in night stage, so which means that you're fiery, you're determined, you're focused, you're moving, you're going after what it is that you want. The challenge is going to be to level up, kind of like in a video game, level up to King stage. Really looking at the way that you want to move forward, what you're going after, have clear ideas, the transformative power here of the King of Wands with the salamander. Salamander is alchemically representative of transformation. So that's going to come forward during this time. Also meaning that we can have something that is putting us in the driver's seat of things, or wow, this is a grown-up thing to do type of thing. And we're going to be can I actually do it? Can I actually take on that king role? Or is what I'm doing getting me to that king status that I want to be at, which is the highest of the court cards in the minor arcana that represent us. We're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. It moves us then to the area during this time that we need to focus on. We're going to be really good at focusing on the past. We're going to be really good at focusing on things that we haven't done right, or the things that we need to do. We can really load our plate during this time. But with the Nine of Cups, it's hey, look at what you've gotten right. Look at the wishes that have been granted. Look at the blessings that have come forward. It might not seem right now like there are a lot of them, but if you start looking at it, just small little things like kindnesses that people do, or the fact that you had a good day, when it could have been crummy, those are big deals. And a lot of times we don't look at them as big deals. We think, oh, well, that's supposed to happen. So here, really focusing on the wishes that have come true, the joys that you have in your life, the beauty, even if it's just, wow, I woke up, Or, oh my gosh, I was practicing this move in whatever and I got it right. Or I was trying to remember this and I got it. Really praising yourself for your accomplishments. That's going to be really important during this time. And it's also going to be the sense of sharing your joys. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this card is represented by a guy who's like kind of decked out, sitting there with his arms crossed. He always makes me think of a genie, like just come out of a lamp. And he's like, yeah, I've got it all. And I know it. And here, the cups are all around him, or her. I think it's a her. The cups are all around her. And it's kind of like, I have it, but I can share it. And that's going to be a beautiful thing as well, to share the love, to share the connection, to share the joy that is a part of you. And it moves us then to what we're leaving behind now. And this is the Fool. So we're leaving behind this energy of, I need to take a chance. Or this energy of, everybody's opinion means so much to me. It's so important. It's weighing me down. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be important, because we've taken those leaps of faith. We've gone after what we want, but we're also stepping back and kind of like saying, you know what, they don't hold as much power as I thought they did. I don't need to care what they think. And it's the general universe of other people's opinions. Now it's time for us to focus on our heart, our soul, and what it is that we truly want. It brings us then to our strength, which is the Empress. This is energy of, I can make it happen. I can create, I can cultivate, I can harvest in what it is that I want. The Empress is also strong fertility during this time. So either be mindful or, utilize it however you want to. And so here it is taking in your prosperity, your success. It's also being very nurturing. Okay, you want to nurture what's going to come. Things aren't created because we force them to, right? Usually that's when creativity within the spirit kind of like dies away, because it's like, oh no, I can't do this. I'm trying to make it happen. Here it's stepping into things and saying, I will let this grow in spirit, in my heart, in my universal intention that I'm putting out there. But I am also nourishing what it is that I want and what it is that I'm cultivating within my life. And as you do so, you're moving towards your near future, which is that everything starts moving really, really quickly for you. You're going to start to see changes happening. And I see you really liking this speed. Other signs are like, oh my gosh, it's too fast. But Leo, you like that. You like the speed. You like the tenacity of it all. You're very comfortable with wand energy, meaning you're very comfortable with passion, determination, fire, and focus. It brings us then to the advice for this time, and it's the Star. Now, the Star is Aquarius energy. Time frame January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius is also our sister sign. It can bring out the best in us, but it can bring out the worst in us as well. So it's like when it's good, it's really, really good, and when it's bad, it's awful type of sentiment. Also, just like a sister, they can be fantastic or they can press all our buttons. So here with the Star coming forward, don't fall into illusion, especially when looking at the past. Oh, I could have done this differently. It could have been like this. I should have done that. It's done. Those chapters are written. Now let us move forward. And this card is so beautiful because it brings us to our dreams. It brings us to what we desire. I always think of when we wish upon a star, kind of Jiminy cricketing it during this time, and really looking at what it is that we want, but what also makes us real. Kind of like the whole Pinocchio story can be looked at that way. What makes us into the person that we truly want to be? What dreams and wishes and passions are we following? And it brings us then to the environment. Now, this is the Seven of Swords. Now, you can be dealing with liars and backstabbers. I mean, just be mindful, especially at work, all right? Or people who want to twist your words. Very much the poem If by Rudyard Kipling, right? If you can see the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. That's what I think of when I think of the Seven of Swords. Holding to what it is that you want, but also taking the knowledge that you have gathered within yourself and saying, this is what is right. And I'm letting go of the lies. I'm letting go of the hurts that weighed me down, that kept me from moving forward the way that I wanted to, the way that I needed to in my life. So you're also going to see yourself shedding, past ghosts, like past shadows, things that had overburdened you in the past, Leo. You're like, no, I don't want that. I don't need that. That's not me. And it brings us then to our hopes and our fears. And this is the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift, a passion, a creativity, fire, and focus. It's a gift just for you. You're absolutely taking it. You're also going to be having a bit of a challenge taking this gift, because there's a sense of, can I get this right? Can I get this right? Can I move forward in this energy, in this passion? So, and this is also your dreams. So the fear is, will I ever be able to achieve what it is that I have dreamt so fervently and has been the guiding passion of myself moving me forward. That's the fear. Can I even do this? The hope is yes. The fear is no, right? And then it brings us to the outcome. And that's being spoiled for choice with the Seven of Cups. And sometimes being spoiled for choice can make things a little bit harder because it's like, oh, well, what do I actually choose here? I can have this, I can have that. What about this? What about that? But it's seeing your dreams come forward. It can also be starting to really embrace that king energy of seeing the common thread in your dreams, seeing the common thread in how you want to move things forward, what it is that you're looking for, where it is that you're headed. But you're starting to connect because you have the Star and the Seven of Cups here. You're starting to connect with your dreams and your passions again. And you're also starting to say, what do I want? And mean it in a way of not like, what do I want to prove to the world? But it's like, what do I want for me in order to move forward in my happiness and in my success of being? It brings us then to the bonus card, and that's the Ten of Wands. Do not take on too much. You're going to have a tendency to, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, I can push that forward. I got this, I got that. Okay, you can handle everything. You can. You're just going to run yourself into the ground. So just be mindful about this. This is going to be a time where Spirit is saying, let go. Let go of certain things. Do not try to control it, help it. Not that you're not going to be helpful, but do not try to control the outcome. People are going to have to live their lives, make their mistakes the way that they make them, right? Letting go of the burdens that are weighing you down so that you only see the dirt on your shoes is going to be very liberating. Meaning, take care of what you can take care of. And the rest, let it fall into place. Like the rest, let go of. And I know that sounds weird because it's like, well, if I don't worry about it, how will it even happen? If I don't worry about it, if I'm not focusing on it, how will I get to where it is that I want to be? And Spirit's like, I got you. I got you. You do not have to be so hyper-focused, because that's actually the fear of not having it, right? Is again one of the lies. That's like, if I focus on the fear of it, that's going to make it come. No, that pushes it out, because it says, I'm afraid of it, I'm overwhelmed, and I can't handle this right now. To step into the king, it's like, I can't handle this. I was born for this. I am letting myself shine, period, and stop. It moves us then to our spirit message. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. This is the blackbird. And it says, the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. And that's so cool. Because what you're going to see is things that you didn't, how to explain it? Things that you didn't even know you wanted are starting to come forward. And you're starting to see yourself in a way where it's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I've got this. Oh, I understand that. And it's stepping into your magic. So you might not think, oh, I'm not talented. You might think, oh, I'm not talented at anything. Or, oh, I don't know what I wanted. I just wanted to be successful, right? But now you're starting to see your potential, your magic. That's what the Empress carries. The Empress carries magic. The Empress carries the human ability to create magic, which is, it's always seen as being, well, not always in every deck, but in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's seen as being pregnant, because that's the miracle of life. But the miracle of life, before modern medicine, and even with modern medicine, can come at a tremendously high cost. So here, that's why sometimes the Empress is triggering to some people. That's why here, what we're going to be looking at is, what do you want to create? And then looking at the cost that you have paid, right? Everything that you have been through, your trials, your tribulations, your birth pains, in order to get that forward. It brings us then to the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is holistic health. This is starting to focus on your body and what you need. This is the root chakra, and this is embracing what you love within your life and for yourself. It's like, I'm embracing being healthy, being happy, and connecting with what I deeply desire for myself, and in healing my soul, my being, and my body. The energy to be mindful of here is angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, is this 2? So it's the 2 of Pentacles. You take on too much, right? Things are out of balance. And the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is being stuck in your own head, overthinking, overanalyzing. As human beings, we always have to be mindful about that. And then taking on, again, like the 10 of Pentacles, taking on too much, but balancing things, but the emotions being all over the place. So just know that you need to center, you need to focus one thing at a time. It can be hard, especially if you're ADHD or anything like that, right? It can be hard to do one thing at a time, but focusing yourself, and aligning to what it is that you want is going to be important. And this is a time where you're going to learn tips and tricks, right? If you're ADHD like myself, you might learn, okay, I'm going to set timers. And then, that you can maybe press the snooze button twice in order to get to the next task, right? I can give myself, I think on the phone, it's like 8 minutes, in order to get to then the next task. I have that grace time or one time or no times. So just being aware of that is going to be important for you. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, and that is the crane. And I love the crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. It doesn't mean that it has to be a love, romance, relationship. It's a partnership. It's where you feel like a team. It's like, wow, we've got this, right? A friend, a team. And it says, luck and longevity blesses this union. Our subconscious chakra message is angels and spirit guides. So angels and masters. So this is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And this is the angels blessing you, wrapping you in their wings. They're like, I got you, and you are protected. So the angels are right here with you during this time, blessing you, wanting you to achieve, and wanting to see you, embrace that king. The king is going to be the challenge during this time, but it's also going to be the reward as you step into that power. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of, and this is the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is be mindful of always being ready for a fight, right? It's always going to be a fight. It's always going to be one battle after another, after another. So do be aware of that during this time, right? We don't need that. Stepping back, I always see the 7 of Wands as needing to step back. I love it I think it's the Seeker's Tarot. I think that's the tarot deck where she's sitting there in meditation, right? And she has this protective bubble around her and the wands are coming, right? She's not being attacked, but she's like, you don't even operate in my realm of being. So here it's like, don't stoop to their level. Protect what it is that you love, stand up for what you believe in, but do not stoop to the level of chaos that they are in. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message and tarot message, which is the Death card. This is strong Scorpio energy. Time frame is October 23rd to November 21st. This is the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. There can be, the Death card is a scary card, right? Because death is scary. But it isn't a bad card. It's one of the most beautiful cards. Like, yes, in older tarot decks, it was much more blunt, right? But as we evolve and move forward, and as the tarot evolves and move forward with us, it is the sense of transformation. It is the sense of cutting through what is no longer wanted or what is no longer needed. And it's also seeing the great equalizer. It's not seeing anyone as better than anybody else, because we're all racing towards the same end, which sounds, a little bit blunt to say, but a lot of times, like, you can step back and be like, oh, my minutes are precious then. I am precious. And embracing that energy here. We are embracing transformation. We are embracing beauty. We are embracing a greater understanding, because we are connected with the spirit realm, and we are connected with what our angels, what our spirit guides, what our totem animals, what our, animal guides are telling us. However we connect, what the universe is saying to us, that energy moves us forward spectacularly. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed beginning of August and a blessed life. Bye.